Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's Mystic Moonstone Weekly Angel Card Reading. The duration for this reading is going to be a little bit different. We're going to, just for the next couple of months, just do a monthly video, simply because when the summer comes in, and it's looking so dark today and raining, but when the summer comes in, the house tends to get full, the gardens around us are all heaving with children and noise and barbecues and everything else, which is lovely, that's life, but it becomes really difficult. We're also going away in August, so we just thought it would be nice just to do a video for July and then a video for August, and then we'll return to normal in September when life returns to normal. Okay, so for the first week of July, can't believe we're in July, we have Archangel Jophiel coming in and Illumination. Now, when she comes in, she brings clarity. She helps you to let go of maybe what's not serving a purpose, do a little bit of a clear out in life. But, you know, most importantly, she brings in that clarity, and with illumination, that's exactly what it means, you know, a light coming on, being shone on the situation that kind of just brings things to the surface, just illuminates what's actually going on for you. So you can see there's lots of yellow in there, how to put your personal power into it, and the green is for growth, is for the heart chakra, and for healing. So whatever way that it needs to be applied in your case, that's what that green is coming in for. Green is quite a versatile colour, it kind of covers quite a large area. Now, I've gone back to my old favourite cards this week. I just felt drawn to them, the Tony Kaman cards. So let's have a look and see what the next card is. We have Angel of Psychic Ability. A long time since I've seen this card, especially on one of these videos, because I don't think I've used these for a while. Your intuitive and psychic abilities are strong at the present. So that's part of the illumination. It's part of the clarity coming in. Listen to your intuition. Don't be afraid to go with it. So that first week of July is all about listening to your intuition, going with your hunches. Okay, I'm going to a slightly different format, so this is going to throw now, isn't it? We're going to do 4. There's roughly 4 weeks in a month, isn't there? So let's go for the second week. Second week we have Archangel Jeremiah and the Awakening. That kind of follows quite nicely. First of all, you're illuminated, something's come to light, and then maybe through that, maybe in the next week, something starts to resurface, you know, is reawakened in you. Because I say the because Archangel Jeremiah is all about past. Looking back, he helps you to look back, he helps you to see the lessons learned and see how to apply them for the future. Okay, so a great time of awakening. You may find yourself wanting to do things a slightly different way in the second week of July. You know, you may find old passions reawakened, friendships reawakened. Okay, and just to confuse me, they then throw a stillness card in. But that's fine, because the stillness is about going into your space. So, you know, when you're reawakened, it doesn't mean you're going to run around like a headless chicken. It means you're aware. You're awakened to possibility. You're awakened to what you need. Now, for some of you, it may be even being awakened to the fact that you need to get back into meditation in order to have that lovely green coming in around you. Okay. For others, it's yes, you're awakened to the idea. You know where you need to go. You're starting to get direction as we move through July. But you just need to allow yourself that little bit of stillness. Maybe there's a holiday coming up. Maybe there's a chance just to have that break where you can just be still, just live in the moment. Okay, I read a lovely post on Facebook by somebody who I greatly admire, and she was saying how she'd lived in the moment and she'd had this wonderful experience in her garden, barbecuing, listening to the sea, blah blah blah, and she'd forgotten to take any photos. She was so living in the moment. And I think that's so true. You know, I had a family barbecue and did exactly the same thing, you know, so sometimes we just have to live in the moment. Sometimes we have to switch off. And if we don't switch off, then everything becomes a jumble and we don't get awakened. We don't see the signs coming in because we're in too much of a hectic, chaotic rush. Okay, we have Archangel Raziel for the 3rd week, Hidden Worlds. As you will know from when I've read these cards before, I always want to say hidden words because that card comes up. It's Archangel Raziel, who's the mystic of the angels. And it's about, again, listening to the signs coming in, listening to the intuition. And that's what I feel this whole reading has been about so far. It's about just listening. You know, the universe is sending you the nudges, the signposts, whatever it is that you've been asking them to do. They're doing it. But maybe life's just become so hectic, so busy, so chaotic that you stop seeing. Okay, now when Archangel Raziel comes in around you, he's saying, come on, you know, it's time to connect with your mystic self. Okay, you know, connect with your intuition, listen to the signs, allow me to guide you. Okay, so it's the hidden worlds, or it could be the hidden words. Okay, Angel of Joyfulness. Something wondrous and magical is about to happen. So that's the 3rd week of July. Okay, I should have said that at the beginning of that card. So watch out for those signs that kind of brings that in. We're on the cusp of something. We're on the cusp of good things coming in this month. You know, this feels like a very positive month. Even when I woke up this morning, I felt a kind of positive energy. Despite the grey clouds and whatnot, but we know the sun will be back. We're going to be optimistic. We haven't had our summer in good old Blighty. Let's have a look and see. And the next card we have is a lovely card for the end of the month. It's Archangel Gabriel. The angel of new beginnings, the angel of communication, and the angel of children. So watch out for some new beginnings coming in. A beginning of a new chapter. That's what just came flying in as I said that. You know, I feel for some children out there, there's going to be some sort of changes coming in around that time. They'll be looking forward to new beginnings. It's the end of term time, isn't it? It's the beginning of new terms, or not the beginning of new terms, but they're looking towards new terms. You know, I always find it depressing when you see these school uniforms in the shops at the end of July, but for many children that's a new chapter, whether it's going up to big school, whether it's going you know, into the other side of the school, or whatever, you know, going on to college, thinking about university. You know, it's that time of change for a lot of our young. Okay, now the last card I have is not the card I really would like to come out, but it's the card of battles. So for some to get that new beginning, they are going to have to battle for it. You know, it's not going to be handed to them on a plate. It's going to be hard fought, but it is going to be won, because I said these cards feel really, really positive this time. And with Archangel Gabriel, it's that new beginning, it's that new chapter. The card is the art card. Now again, I like to change the title on this one, sorry Tony, but I like to call this one the artist, because when I'm reading for someone, I feel that these cards are meant for the person I'm reading for. And when this card comes up, you are the artist, and the card is really saying it's your time to have a new beginning, but to paint it in the colours that you want and how you want it. Okay, so it's a time to maybe whitewash over what's been before, which kind of takes us full circle, and I can do the recap from here with Archangel Jophiel. And Archangel Jophiel, I said about clearing out what's no longer needed. Kind of, you know, I always think of her as the spring clean angel, because she just comes in and cleans everything and helps you to clean everything out of your life that's not serving a purpose. She helps you to gain that clarity so that you know what you do need in order to bring that lovely green into your life, that lovely growth, that lovely healing, and then to sort of surround yourself with that yellow, just like this card is, the green and the yellow. And, you know, so you feel empowered once you've done that. Okay, the angel of psychic ability is about listening to your intuition. It's about listening to the signs coming in and knowing you have the ability to do so. Then we have Archangel Jeremiah. You may be looking back a little bit, a bit reflective, looking on how you've done things in the past, how that can help you to do things in the future. The stillness. A good way to look back, a good way to do that reflection is through meditation, is by allowing yourself that stillness. If you can't meditate, if you feel your mind chatters too long, you haven't got enough time, make yourself a brew and just sit down and just go through the process of being in the moment when you make that brew. So don't just kind of stick the kettle on, run around here, do that, which I'm really guilty of doing. But actually stand and watch the kettle boil. Okay. Be aware of putting the water into the kettle, putting the kettle on to boil, seeing the steam come out, putting the tea bag or the coffee or whatever way you're making it. Be part of that process. Use that as a kind of ritual. Then when you get your beverage, sit down with it. Feel the warmth of the cup around your hands. Allow yourself to taste it. Really focus. Feel the swallow. Okay, feel it going down. Really, really focus with that brew, and you're in that moment, and that's all you're thinking about. And that will help you to kind of switch off and just kind of carry on, just drink your brew and see what flows in. Okay, then we go to Archangel Raziel, the Mystic of the Angels. This is towards the end of the month, but not quite the last week. And watch out for hidden signs coming in, the words maybe being spoken by others. Sometimes I find a lot of messages are brought by earth angels, by people that maybe you don't know, that you kind of bump into in the street, or you're over here on a bus. They might not even be speaking to you, but they bring a message that you are meant to hear. Then we have the angel of joyfulness. Something wondrous and magical is about to happen. So you're on the cusp of something. It's almost like the angel, or I think she looks more like a fairy, this one, but she's coming out of the lotus flower. So it's almost like, being reborn, being kind of in bloom. Then we have Archangel Gabriel at the end of the week, at the end of the month. I got so used to saying week, and that's about new beginnings. That's about new chapters, and it's about having that blank page, because you've done all that clearing with Archangel Gabriel, and you are now ready to paint your colours. Yes, the last card isn't exactly what I want to see, but I don't script my cards, as you can tell. My readings are never scripted, and that's why we get ones like this. And I feel what the angels are saying here is, what you want is worth fighting for. You may have to battle for it. It'll be worth it in the end. Okay, so you just have to be ready to do that battle. Okay, and if you look, it goes from dark to light. So it is positive. It is a positive card. Not always the one you want to see, because we all want to think that we deserve to have everything just kind of falling in our laps, don't we? But that's not life. And the things we want the most are the things we often have to fight for the most. So be prepared to battle and know that you will endure. Okay, as I said, we are changing things. It's going to be monthly, just for the next two really. It's only going to be for July, August. September may be a little bit late because I'm going to be away at the end of August. We'll get something sorted, or I might do it just before, so you've got it. So we start September, and then I'll be back to normal, so we'll go weekly from that point. What I want to do is put more on the page every day in the lead up to that, so I'm going to go back to doing the daily angel cards, so watch out for that. We're going to get back to getting the oracle cards up, and I need a little bit more interaction going on, and it's my fault, it's where I've been unwell. So we'll get some colour wheels up and things like that, and maybe a couple of lives if we can at some point. Okay, so that seems to be everything. Mal's going to tell me off for waffling again, but I just wanted everybody to be aware of what I'm doing. Love and light to you all. Bye.